the NBA, always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Graham.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Thompson out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Davis in at the power forward. Now here's Davis. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Hart with a screen on Russell. Pass to Towns. Over Gafford. Outside Hart. Three-pointer. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Hart.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Here's Russell. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Russell's got his second basket on the night. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, I'm told the Mavericks will be without the services of All-Star Kyrie Irving to begin this season, but many felt they did very well to secure D'Angelo Russell on a team-friendly deal as a stopgap at the point guard position. His shot creation is a very, very good fit for this roster.
More than capable. Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Thompson following the bucket by the Knicks.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
McBride passes to Hart. New York working the ball around now. And here's Brunson from the arc. Drills it from deep. Brunson's got 10 points in the game.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And New York has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Brunson finds Towns. Left side, McBride. Back to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington outside. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
Clarkson's checked in for New York. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Klay Thompson. Knicks leading by 4. Here's Brunson. 33 points last game. Thompson with a steal. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
Well, I think you're going to have to try to run Klay off of his shot. He is lethal off the catch.
Anunoby, a screen on Russell. Brunson passes to Anunoby. And he throws it down with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Washington. No points yet. Pass to Thompson. Outside Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Over Brunson. The shot by Russell, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Russell after the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Washington. The 3 is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Well, let's see if they can build on that now, because it was a huge confidence booster.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. These are not the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking. In third, Dallas.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Here's Thompson. And a miss there off the inbound. Knicks leading by 8. Alvarado with it. He's averaging about 6 points per game. They set the screen. Fires the three. Thompson pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, I love the work ethic there by AD. He just committed to out-hustling everybody.
Pass to Akporti. Out left to the wing. Here's Diawara. They grab their own miss. New York shooting their first free throws of the game now.
First team foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line, 2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Flag. 8 points in his last time out. Powell, a screen on Clarkson to the inside. That one's good from Powell. On the assist by Flag.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 4, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for New York?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jose Alvarado is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Akporti in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shamet passes to Towns. It's Exum on the wing. Takes the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback. Flag's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, when a first overall pick is giving you extra hustle like Flag did there, that makes coaches smile.
Here's Towns. The big man, Cat.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Mavericks trail by 4. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Powell. Washington comes in for Martin, and Russell is subbed in for Exum. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Guys, back to you.
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Christie. Here's Flag. Dallas, no good that time either.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Clarkson for 3. No good on the shot. And Russell's got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. The 3 from Washington. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul of the game. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And an He's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Shamet. Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Brunson finds Towns. Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Kicks it out to Anunoby. That's good from Towns. On the assist from Anunoby. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Here's Russell. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And at 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan, is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position, Tim?
Well, B.A., he's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear he wants to play the 4, and given his injury history, I get where he's coming from.
Davis showing his range.
Yeah, if AD gets space from deep, he is not going to hesitate to let it fly.
Towns, a screen on Russell. Kicks it out, Towns. There's the 3. Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Christie. Over Clarkson. Outside Davis. Gafford against Brunson. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And there's the screen. And here's Brunson from the arc. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for the Knicks, McCourty's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Alvarado. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Outside Russell. Davis looking it over. Nice touch by Davis inside.
If Davis gets the ball there, forget about it. It's 2.
Outside Brunson. Gafford with the block. Out to Thompson. 4-3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
And also, their defense has just been incredible. Every chance they get, active with their hands. And you can see right now, it is really affecting their opposition's offensive flow.
It's rebounded by McBride. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Brunson. There's the triple. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Russell against Brunson. Russell to pass to Davis. That shot off the mark. Gets it up. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close. So, Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Everyone we're talking about right now is deserving, except one. I'm not going to say who.
Oh, come on. You can't leave us hanging. And switching gears to the game at hand, Jalen Brunson in the first half. He was on one. And that's it for halftime.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Washington in at the small forward position.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
And it's Brunson missing. The Mavericks trailing. It's Washington high post. No made baskets yet. On the wing, Davis. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. McBride passes to Towns, and he can't get that one.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
The shot by Russell, no good. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Lex?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Thompson scanning the floor. Outside for Russell. Again, the miss by Dallas.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only 1 of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
New York working the ball around now. Clarkson for 3. He drops it from range. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
The 3-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold, but boy, when it's on, Jordan is so difficult to stop.
Here's Washington. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Dallas. What a season thus far for them. 2nd place in the conference.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason. Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Here's McBride, and the big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Washington passes to Russell. Washington outside. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Zach LaVine and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's the 2nd game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
One of the all-time great shooters, Tim. Klay Thompson has put on some legendary shooting displays.
Well, B.A., he has a picture-perfect shooting stroke. And when he gets it going, it's almost like he can't miss no matter what the defense does to stop him. He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Russell against Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass the flag. And here's Washington. And then Russell with the dunk.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Pass to a 40. Towns down low. Working on Gafford. And Gafford with the block. Russell deciding where to go with it. To the paint. And the dunk by Gafford.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
A big group substitution here for New York. Dadier, he's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby. Shamet, he's checked in for McBride. And Alvarado's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Dallas also making some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Gafford. Martin comes in for Washington. And Christie subbed in for Russell. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jordan Clarkson at the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Powell. And Dante Exum subbed in for Thompson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game here. Knicks leading by 4. 26 seconds left in the third. It's tipped. Here we go. Here's Christie. And the layup falls. Christie's got his first points of the game.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Alvarado outside. Dadier. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well done.
And we've reached the end of the third. Knicks out in front, leading by 4.
Defensively, keep talking. Like, keep helping.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
Davis makes things simple for his teammates. Just lob it up, and he will take care of the rest.
Alvarado outside. Towns outside. New York working the ball around now. Towns on a screen. 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. Here's Alvarado. Off the mark there with a 3. And Davis has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Now here's Alvarado. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. New York needs to get off a shot here. Clarkson for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one to take the lead. Alvarado with a rebound. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he makes a first. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Pass to Flag. There's a screen from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brunson passes to Diawara. Exum outside. Here's Flag. Gafford the screen. No good off the glass. Knicks leading by 4. Outside Brunson. Alvarado outside. Pass to Towns. Back to Alvarado. Here's Diawara. Checked by Davis. Now here's Exum. Now Davis. Here's Flag. Steps back. Basket's good. Now Brunson. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Misses from close range. The Mavericks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Gafford. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And just incredible effort. Now, do they have the stamina to close this out? Let's see.
Oh, yeah! That's good!
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Now Russell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Anunoby, beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Oh, important points from Anunoby, and his team needed that.
Russell against Brunson. Klay Thompson. Oh, and Klay makes that three look so easy.
Well, Thompson is a great option when you need a big bucket. That is great execution right there.
Now Anunoby. And Davis with the block. Takes a three. And he nails it.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Russell. Now Davis. Ooh, it misses. Knicks leading by 4. Brunson taking his time here. Now Towns. Rebounded by Russell. Here's Thompson. Puts up a tray. The free ball is down.
Wow, Thompson has never seen a big shot he didn't like. He's just so comfortable in that situation.
Outside Brunson. He launches. Knocks down the trifecta.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done. All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Defensive foul, charge 2.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. 7-point differential. Washington fires. Outside Davis from downtown. Towns rips down the board. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Now Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Shoots a three. Oh, no good. And so it's New York winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fan. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I don't think that she want me for me. Or am I